Hey, yo, what's going on, guys? It's Sinister Skater here, and today I'm sharing with you the absolute hardest challenge in Black Ops 3, and quite possibly, in my opinion, the hardest thing to do in Call of Duty history. I mean, this challenge is absolutely insane and such a grind. Some of you may be thinking like, "Oh, Sinister, you got like a quintuple nuclear like blindfolded, or you got to round 2 million in zombies." Like, no, this thing is harder than those things were even possible. But what I'm talking about is earning all the freaking decorations in the freaking campaign, which is the decorated challenge and the calling cards, and it's also the personal decorator achievement. And this thing was absolutely just hard. What makes this thing so hard is I have to just do so much to unlock all these different decorations, and most of the stuff you have to do is just absolutely ridiculous. And I know a lot of people don't touch the campaign, so a lot of you probably aren't familiar with this, so I thought I'd share it. I mean, I need to share it after the torture I went through this. I mean, I'm extra proud of myself for this, and I just want to share it with you guys. So we're going to go through each of the decorations. I'm going to share with you my journey and tell you exactly what I have to do, because it was absolutely insane. So the decorations in the campaign, there's 12 of them total, and we're just going to go through the list and kind of talk about what they are. So for the first one's Master of Arms. We have to earn all campaign weapons, attachments, and camos, and we'll get back to that later on in the video if it's better. And it sounds easy, but it was The next one is Decorated to Excellence. We have to fully upgrade all your cyber cores. Pretty easy. It's this abilities in the campaign. I did it in like my first playthrough. Easy. Next one we got is Armament Superiority. We have to unlock and purchase all the weapons, lethals, and tacticals, and cyber combat abilities. Again, straightforward. Easy to unlock. You just have to get enough fabrication kits. We have Heroic Service. We have to complete the campaign on Veteran difficulty. And then we have Legendary Service. We have to complete the campaign on Realistic difficulty. And Realistic difficulty is where it's one shot, one kill. And it's actually not too hard. You just got to be really patient. It takes a while. And like you just get shot once and you're dead. So you have to be cover to cover using certain weapons. It wasn't too bad. You know, shout out to you, Pack Blue. He actually joined me for a couple of missions and kind of powered through them. But then we have Immortal Fame, which this one was a kicker. You had to complete every mission on a Veteran difficulty without dying or hitting a checkpoint, which just was like, bruh. Veteran's like 2 shots and you're dead, and you had to do that without dying. And like, I found myself, at least for 4 of the missions, getting all the way through the end and then dying. Then you gotta play through the mission for another 30 minutes again. It was, another grind, as I said. The next 2 we have is Chronicler and Above and Beyond. This is we have to collect the collectibles and complete all the accolades. There's 56 collectibles in the game, which isn't too bad. Then the accolades, there's like 16 to 18 for each of the missions, and some of them are like hard challenges that you have to do, like you gotta kill 4 robots with headshots in a certain sequence, or do like just these certain things. You can kind of see them as they scroll through the screen right now. But you know, it made you go through the campaign again and replay the mission once or twice again while doing these specific tasks. You know, I probably played the campaign like a total of 5 times through, and then even more. Let's cover the last 2 before we get into the hard part. There's a Grim Reaper decoration where you had to get like 2,000 kills, easy. And then there's Tried and True. We have to get 35,000 score in the combat simulator, which is fairly easy once you got a strat for. So here's where this stuff just gets absolutely insane. Duty Calls decoration. You got to complete all the campaign challenges. Oh, this was the grind. Now back to the Master of Arms before we get into this. This is the decoration. We have to get all the weapon camos and stuff. Pretty, you know, simple and straightforward to do. You had to get about 650 kills with each weapon. So, you know, I load up the last mission as soon as, like, this is one of the last things I did in my like decoration hunt. You load up the last mission in life and just shoot a bunch of robots for hours upon hours. Now, what made this hard is that the game crashes or the internet goes out when you're actually like 1,500 kills in, and this happened to me like at least I'd say 10 times, where I'm just shooting stuff and I'm like done with the weapon, and then the game just crashes or my internet goes out and I have to redo everything over again. Like just like this, I actually have gameplay recorded of it. I'm spending about 30 minutes shooting Talons with this stupid black cell, and then right when I finish, the game crashes, and it was just absolutely aggravating, and just it made this process just so much more harder and annoying to do. Other campaign challenge that you have to do. You have to beat like each level on the realistic, all the different difficulties, which I did. Get cyber core kills. You had to get like certain like hacking kills, and then melee kills, and all these different kills. And you know, you just had to make sure you know what you're doing. It's pretty easy to do as you replay the mission on like recruiting stuff to get accolades. But The real kicker here, the final kicker that was the hardest, this is the hardest thing than getting like all the decoration and everything, is completing combat immersion on realistic difficulty. If you guys don't know what this is, it's like a combat simulator, it's kind of like bots in campaign, but it's just hard. In realistic mode, you get shot once and you are dead. Like, the combat immersion on realistic was just absolutely insane. It took me like 5 hours to do. My last run to complete it was like 40 minutes, and it made it even harder because, again, with the glitches, one of the strats to do is like you hack the talons, then kind of take a bunch of stuff out. But when I hack, and this is a known glitch, if you hack something, there's a chance that when you come out of the hack of the talon or the Cerberus or whatever you're in, the game will just actually kill you instead of putting you back into the game as your soldier. You just die. You'll be on like there's 16 rounds of this. You'll be on round 14. You come out of a hack and you die. So I was like, you know what, screw this. I'm done. Like, if I'm gonna do this, if I have a chance to do this, I'm just gonna use my stealth ability and my firefly ability, which it still got it done, but it just took a lot longer to do, and like my heart was racing towards the end because it was a lot harder to do because you just had to like sit in these corners and do all this stuff. And boy, this is probably the hardest. The realistic training thing was the hardest thing to do. When I first heard of this in the beginning of the game when I played the campaign, I was like, oh my god, never gonna be able to do this. It sounds insane. And then finally I did it today, like just 10 minutes ago. I was so happy. And that right there, guys, is the hardest challenge in Black Ops 2. This personal decorator was just crazy because, again, you had to play the campaign so many different times. The realistic difficulty one, you had to get all these different challenges, accolades, just play the campaign non-stop, get a bunch of weapon kills and all these camos, and have the game crash on you as you're doing all this stuff. It was just the hardest thing I've done in Call of Duty history. And if you guys are up for the challenge, I definitely encourage you to go do it, especially if you haven't played the campaign. Go get yourself in the campaign, get yourself familiar with it, because this was just, I'm telling you, the Ready for Anything and Decorated challenge, 2 freaking calling cards I'm gonna be using forever. So just wanted to share that with you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know if you guys have ever tried this, to give it a shot. I have a feeling that not many people have done this. I'm like a challenge hog. I need to do everything like that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe for future Black Ops 3 content if you're not already. If you liked it, disliked it. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.